If your hips feel achy or tight from sitting, training, or everyday life, then this yoga practice is for you. We'll use specific postures that will release tension, improve mobility, and help your hips feel more open and at ease. Without regular movement, that tightness can build up over time, leaving you feeling stiff, restricted, and uncomfortable in the hips all day long. So let's begin this hip opening flow. So just come into a comfortable seated position. You're more than welcome to sit on a chair or somewhere that's more comfortable if you do have tightness in the hips. Whether you want to sit on a cushion or a block, or just have your legs out in front of you, or you can even start in Shavasana. Starting to look down towards the floor here, or closing the eyes, and just checking in with the body here. Noticing how you're feeling today, your energy levels, your mood, any particular sensations in the body. Not trying to change anything, just checking in with the body here. And then starting to check in with the breath, taking an inhale through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Extend the exhale. Feel the body relax on the exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, feel the belly rise. Exhale, feel the body relax. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And just starting to relax the jaw, relax the shoulders, relax the muscles in the stomach, the hips, the arms and the legs. And then slowly opening the eyes and come into an all fours position here. Taking a cat-cow here. Inhale, belly comes down, head comes up. Inhale. Exhale, take the back up towards the sky, chin to chest. Inhale, belly down. Exhale, back up towards the sky, chin to chest. Noticing the sensations in the body. Inhale. Exhale. Twice more in your own time, following your breath. And then from here, we're going to go straight into downward facing dog. So putting pressure into our hands, tucking our toes, and putting pressure into the toes, pushing the butt towards the sky here, pushing the hands away from the floor. Taking some breaths here, toes into the mat, heels off the floor, and taking the butt towards the sky. So the base of the hips want to be pointing towards the sky. So if you need to bend your knees here and have the heels off the floor, so be it. And then maybe taking one heel to the floor, straightening one leg, and then switching sides. Stretching the back of the legs here and the calves. Taking some breaths. And then we're going to inhale, right leg rises towards the sky here. Bringing that right knee towards the chest and just allowing the foot to land on the floor where it can. Bringing the left knee down here, coming into this low lunge position. Taking some breaths. Allowing the hips to relax here, shoulders to relax. Not trying to push too far forwards. Maybe coming up onto the fingertips or using some yoga blocks or books here if you have them. Just to prop the hands up away from the floor. Or you can come to this position if you need. Taking some breaths here. Not pushing too far to the point where it feels painful. But just taking some breaths and trying to feel the body relax on each exhale. And then slowly starting to take the hips back here. Point the right toes towards the sky, straighten that right leg. Hold in here. Again, same thing. You don't need to push too far to the point of pain. So if you need to keep a bend in that leg, then go ahead. So taking some big deep breaths here and just feel the muscle on the back of the leg relax here. Taking a breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth, leading with the chest coming forwards. And then slowly starting to bring the weight back forwards, bringing both hands on the inside of the right foot here. Taking the right knee out to the side a little, so allowing the right knee just to go towards the long edge of the mat. Again, coming up onto the fingertips, using some blocks or books here if you need to elevate the hands. And you don't need to fully sit in. You can take the hips back slightly if it does feel intense here. Taking some breaths, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly taking that right leg all the way back and coming back into downward facing dog here. Taking some breaths, paddling the feet out here and just noticing the difference on each side. And then inhale, left leg rises to the sky this time, bringing that left knee towards the chest, left foot lands on the floor where it can. Right knee comes down. Just stay in this lunge, coming to the fingertips if you need. Taking some breaths, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then taking the hips all the way back, left toes point towards the sky, coming onto the fingertips. Maybe straightening that left leg or keeping a bend in the left knee. Shining the chest forwards and then trying to forward fold from there. Taking some breaths here. And then slowly coming forwards, bringing both hands on the inside of the left foot this time. And just allowing that left knee to go towards the left side of the mat here. Again, not sinking the hips too far forwards if it's too painful. Taking the hips back slightly. Relaxing the shoulders, not bringing any tension elsewhere. And taking some breaths here in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then slowly taking the hips back. I'm laughing at someone smelling the flowers in the rose garden. She was like, oh, it's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's winter here in Melbourne, so majority of them have gone. Anyway, come into the feet and come into a wide leg position here. So toes in slightly, heels out. But realistically, what we want to be doing, we want to make sure that we're tilting the pelvis towards the back of the mat and trying to straighten the spine rather than just like rounding here. Maybe you do need a bend in the knee still, and then that's when we can forward fold. Maybe putting some blocks or books here again if you can't completely reach your hands towards the floor here. Really trying to push that butt towards the back of the room. Inhale. And then exhale. You can also forward fold if you want to, if it feels okay on the backs of the legs and in the hips. Taking some breaths here and just allow the head to hang, releasing the neck, shaking the head side to side and up and down. Taking some breaths and allowing the spine just to release down towards the floor here if it feels comfortable to do so. And then slowly releasing and coming to the mat and taking the back all the way down to the floor here. Extending the left leg out long and bringing the right knee towards the chest here. Maybe grabbing a tea towel, a scarf, or a belt that you can just hook over the foot here. I'm just using what I use to strap my yoga mat together. You're more than welcome to grab the side of the foot or the big toe if you can reach. But here we want to think about trying to straighten the leg as much as we can, or if you do need to have a bend in the knee. And then think about pushing the heel towards the sky here. It's not about trying to get toe towards the head as much as possible. It's about trying to make sure that there's no compromise in the hips or in the leg or in the spine. And then we can start to breathe from here. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Holding here. Feel the sensation on the back of the leg. And if you want to, you can come down into a single happy baby. So taking a bend in the knee, maybe keeping the strap or the towel there, bringing that right elbow on the inside of the right knee and just pointing the foot up towards the sky. But you're pulling the knee down towards the floor here and opening up that hip. Taking some breaths here. And slowly starting to release the strap from that foot and switching sides, extending the right leg out long and taking the left foot towards the sky, straightening that left leg, or maybe having a little bend in the knee here to protect the back of the leg. Taking some breaths, feeling into the sensation in the back of the leg, noticing if it feels any different one side to the other. And then slowly starting to bend that left knee, taking the left elbow on the inside of the left knee and just pulling the left knee down towards the floor here. Taking some breaths. Exhale through the mouth. And slowly starting to release that left foot. And just bring both knees into the chest here. Just rock from side to side. Relaxing the back and taking some breaths. And then take a really big squeeze. Inhale, bring the forehead to the knees. And then exhale, Shavasana. Lay the legs out long, hands to the sky. Or you're more than welcome to take the feet to the floor and take in the knees together here if it feels more comfortable on the lower back. Allowing the body to completely relax here, nothing to do, nowhere to be. Taking 3 big deep breaths in your own time. And just allowing the body to relax here for a few moments. Maybe reaching the arms above the head and taking a full body stretch. Inhale. And then exhale, rolling onto one side with the knees towards the chest. And then come into a seated position when you're ready. And just closing down the eyes or looking down towards the floor here. Come into a comfortable position, or you're more than welcome to stay in Shavasana. And just checking back in with the body here. Noticing any sensations in the body or how the body and mind feel after the practice today. Slowly starting to take a big inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And thank you for joining us on today's practice. Let me know how you go and I'll see you soon.